Radio Rahim with Claressa Shields on the docks at Canary Wharf in London. Being a global fighter, honestly, isn't new to you as you've got 2 gold medals and competed around the world in that sense. But being on a professional stage and headlining a card of this magnitude, just talk to me about from the humble beginnings in Flint to the Canary Wharf dock in London, what this journey has meant.
Well, the little Claressa Shields knew we will always be here. That's for sure. I started having a dream of being the first woman to win an Olympic gold medal at the age of 13. So when I did it at 17, I didn't know where my life was going. Then I did it again at 21 and just had a great amateur career. And then I just was scared to turn pro, but I turned pro. And I knew that I would be the one to change people's minds about women's boxing because I don't fight like a girl. I fight like a woman. And I think that people are starting to respect all of the women's skills. They're starting to let us do our trash talk and actually see that we're passionate about it. But I think the whole beginning is why I'm just so grateful to be here.
I think the way that you've gotten here, without spectacle, but with substance, gold medals, you've worked your way through the different divisions in boxing like any man would do and get credit for. And now the one stumble along the way as an amateur, which to be fair, I don't really rate when it comes to professional, that's why they're amateurs. But I know that's been like a stone in your shoe and we can see it in the promotion here. But when you guys were 10 years younger, there wasn't beef. So what's happened in the last 10 years that's made this animosity and rivalry so bitter?
Well, Savannah Marshall wishes she was a pebble in my shoe, but she's not. Only thing I don't like about her is that she disregarded my greatness. Like, I was face to face with Savannah Marshall, I believe, in 2014, 2018. Nope, 2018, 2020. And when I seen her, we was always cordial. Like, I respect the fact that we fought in the amateurs and she got the win. I wasn't mad about it. I think that needed to happen in my life to be able to make me be stronger and be better and not take boxing more serious, but just know, like, you're going to be up against a lot, when you go in here and fight these girls. So make sure that you over-prepare. So I've done that my entire career, but Savannah Marshall it's just that one line. What was it? Claressa Shields is not better than me. She just got to the belts before me. When she says that right there makes me just want to punch her in the mouth, like with no gloves, straight fist, because it's like, what do you mean? You fought at 175, wasn't champion there. You skipped 168. You said, oh, I don't want to get hit by Franchana. I don't want to get hit by Ellen Cederos. But then you come to 160 and the world is scared of you? And I'm not better than you, but I got 12 belts and we both been pro the same amount of time, 5 years. That's what I don't respect about her, but that's what irks my nerves. And then her when I started doing MMA, she said that I retired from boxing and that I was scared to fight her. That really blew me because I was doing MMA and boxing at the same time. So the fact that she felt like she was that important and that I was scared of her to where I would quit boxing, my number one love, to not fight against her was like, is she trying to provoke me? That's what it was like to me.
In the amateurs, this fight went the distance.
Yeah.
And I just saw, to be honest, I only just saw the fight itself, and it wasn't quite as decisive as I would have thought from the way the discussion has been, right?
The way that she has been. She's the one who started she's the one keep riding the amateurs. I let it go. Like, I look forward. I've only watched that fight. I watched it every day for the first 2 weeks after I lost to her. I haven't watched that fight since. It's been almost 10 years. I watched it last month because it was just like you getting ready to fight against the girl, so you might as well look at it. I watched it and I felt the same way I felt about it when I was 17. It wasn't fair. The judges were not giving me points, and she was doing a whole bunch of holding and clinching, and the ref inside the ring favored Savannah Marshall. She caught me for making sounds in my mouth when I was punching. She kept breaking the action. It was ridiculous. She never called Savannah Marshall for holding the whole fight, and the girl was holding and clinching the whole fight. So,
but with that said, Claressa, like happens in the Olympics, people see fights differently. Sometimes there is a partial judge or a partial referee based on where somebody's from. You're now in Marshall's backyard. And if this thing goes the entire 10 rounds, what's to say that the judges here in England won't see it her way? Is a knockout necessary to ensure victory?
we have trained for a knockout, but I don't believe that women's boxing has as many controversy in judging as men's boxing does. I think that we will have our moment where we have to go through that, but I don't think that we've made it there. I think right now women's boxing is fair. I've always been given a fair shake. I believe that I'll be given a fair shake here. And if the fight goes 10 rounds, I'm going to win unanimously, regardless of who the judges are. And I believe that I can knock out Marsha between rounds 4 and 10. So,
Radio Rahim with the GWOAT, Claressa Shields.